Nice. Sorry, I jinxed it. Ooh. Really? Somehow still glad. Huh, nice. Guess I haven't ever played this category on CRT before, so there might be, if I play well, there could be a lot of those. Oh, what game? I know you can actually roll through that last green guy, but I haven't ever done it. Whoa, I almost jumped off the ledge. That's a stupid split. I need to probably get rid of it. That was a stupid roll. I should not have done it. So I can't do this stage optimally because optimally would involve tire rolls, which I cannot do, unfortunately. It's definitely, if I decide to start taking this game more seriously, which I might, it's really good. That'll be one of the next things to learn. I like how much faster it is than Donkey 2, both as far as the time you spend in a given run and it just feels faster. Hey, what's up? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. 306 is always pretty crazy. My last 306 was pretty good, though. So hopefully I can repeat that on the stream. My last one was offline, so unfortunately nobody got to watch it live. Yeah, 102, I'm expecting to do 102 tomorrow. 102 is definitely my best... Come on, game. My best category of all of them. Like, I actually have a good time in that category. Like, not just good for me, but actually like a good overall time. Bad jump at the Kong switch. Killed that one. 3 is by far my weakest game, though. Especially 103. 103 is just an extremely difficult category. Yeah, I have a 139. 139.26, and it's a bad 139. Like, there are places in there that I died that I really shouldn't have. And I missed another split. So many... Really, level by level splits don't serve this category very well. It's just so fast. I should make it world by world. Alright. This is my first... So I just recently got an SNES console with, like, last week with DKC. So this is actually my first run, my first NE All Stages run on my new system. So I haven't practiced this yet with my new TV or my new system, so we'll see how this goes right here. Got it. Nice. Yeah, I was really happy when I got 139. Like, sub 140 and 102 has been, like, my goal since the beginning of this whole journey of speedrunning. And 102 has been my main category, so to finally get there, I was really happy with. But 137, like I said, should be pretty free if I just can get a good run off. And there's still a lot of stuff I can learn to make it go faster. But yeah, I'm planning to do, if things go the way I hope, a 102 run tomorrow. Just to, yeah, make sure not that I have much rust because I did it like just a week or so ago, but make sure I still know what I'm doing, I guess. And then 103 I'll probably do on Thursday, take a break Friday, and then do the real thing on Saturday. So a good player at this game would not have gotten Espresso there. They would use extendos to, extended rolls rather, to get through this stage. This game has a weird mechanic where if you, you may know that if you're rolling through enemies, you gain speed. but in this game, if you let go of Y as you're hitting an enemy and then press Y again shortly after you hit the enemy, like the last enemy in a roll chain, you'll get what's called an extended roll. Basically, the game will apply your speed for that roll at the point after you hit the enemy, which, as you might expect, saves gives you a speed boost later than you would normally get it, which lets you go further. It's a pretty neat thing. Come on. Got it. And that is a map warp. I did not mean to throw that barrel there, but I did it and it's okay. First try map warp is definitely nice. I hate this stage. I'm just really bad at it. It's not hard, I'm just bad. Like, I don't know the proper place to lunge with Enguarde through all this to maintain him and to move quickly. There's not a huge risk of dying, but it can happen. Ugh, I shouldn't have charged there. Come on. That was definitely my best ever, though. Oh, what? I'm not good at this boss either. Really? Don't grab that. Nice. Must have died there. Oh, what? I despawned him. Oh, no. I got stuck in the wall. That stinks. I went a little too far off the top of the screen. I'll try it again, whatever. There we go. You could just switch to Donkey. It's faster to do it as Diddy. Like, there's a glitch where you can kind of hover above the top of the screen. I don't really know technically how it works. I haven't put a lot of time into thinking about it, but I went a little bit too far and got stuck in the wall the first time. It's okay, it's really not a big deal. Now this stage is the one I hate the most out of my whole life. I think this is, for me right now, probably the hardest stage in the game. More so in 101 than in any percent. Whoa, whoa, okay, it's fine. I hate that guy. Not that, like, just, I don't really know how to get over him with Espresso there. I probably should watch a video just to make sure I know what I'm doing. Whoa, don't go up. I don't have this stage memorized as well as I should. Like, I know what to do at each turn, but I don't know it quite well enough to anticipate every single turn. Like, I didn't have the swimming down perfectly for that shark there. Most important thing to do is go really fast up here, though, to get that squidge off the screen. Because it despawned him, otherwise he would be ready to hit you right there. I love that part, just coasting through the stage. It's soothing. This is actually probably one of my favorite levels. It's basically like intermission for the run. Like, it's slow and it's kind of boring, but it's a nice breather. Like, it's probably the easiest water stage in the game. There's not really anything technical about it. You can still lose a lot of time here if you don't have optimal movement, just like any water stage in a Donkey game. Optimizing movement so you don't hit walls is kind of difficult, but you get a chance to just like really enjoy the music here. Okay, I'm gonna try to not use that dude, the Squawks, which I've never actually done before in a run, or probably ever for that matter. You don't really need him. I just was always too scared to do it. Kill that guy. But, I mean, that I went a little bit slow and safe, but still saved 4 seconds because of the lag. So it was worth it. Good decision. This is another stage where if I knew tire rolls, I would not have that happen. I would be able to go faster, like I could do the correct route through the game. Through the stage, rather. Like you would roll off of these instead of jumping high, which is obviously much quicker. Same there. It's really crazy to see it here. Like they just roll off the tire under the bees. Really, all things considered, that could have been a much more costly death. What's up, Volt? How you doing, my friend? Good day off work. Excellent. Days off work are the best kind of work days. Alright, now is when it starts to get really hard, so we'll see what happens. Come on, game! Oh my goodness. Got it. That roll is a little scary, as you might expect. So, I'm hesitating here because I'm chicken, but really, the fire isn't actually supposed to exist. Like, there's ways you can land on it that aren't gonna hurt you at all. Like, kind of right there, like I did. But we got through it. That stage is really scary. What's up, Kina? What's up, Lopaco? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome to the stream. Another waste of a split. I really need to go to level by level splits, or world by world in this category. Even in Donkey 2, IL splits are really good, but the levels are just too fast in this game to really justify it. It's just more of a pain to keep track of them. 101 it works, but there's a way to do this end part faster, but I sadly do not know it. Could have made that jump. I just had mentally decided to land on the ledge, and it wasn't until I was kind of already on my way down that I realized I could hit the platform. So what happened happened. Look at that. Time savings up the wazoo. That's a weird thing to say. Alright, let's... I was just gonna say, trying to keep in guard in this stage is pretty difficult. Is he still here? How far back does this go? He is not still here. That is a shark. That is still a shark. Okay. Now I do not know what to do. So we're gonna go nice and slowly. Get away from me! Oh my goodness. Squid. I knew there was a donkey. Okay, thank you. Now I can finally be a little more reckless. I'd actually like to keep Donkey here, believe it or not. I'm so used to having in guard through that section that I really wasn't sure what enemies there even were. So assuming I didn't die on the stage, and I don't believe I did. Oh, I must have, because there's my Glod split going by. Shouldn't lose time. Not much anyway. Should have saved a heck of a lot more though. What's up, Mind? Oh, oops. Went Donkey in front. This is any all. Should be okay now. Just... What's up, Alec? Me too, man. Me too. Almost completely forgot about that trick, too. Like this stage in particular, I'm gonna take a little bit safely. Like a good player would have known how to roll off that ledge and grab that rope in the dark. And how to roll through this guy in the dark too. Come on, game. 8. Hey man, it was your first run. You're alright. I've had a couple of deaths in this run that were... One of them was because I got stuck in the wall when trying to do the hover above the level to get the warp barrel in 4-2 with Diddy instead of Donkey. The other one I had a pretty lame death where I fell off an army in Rope Ridge. I don't think I had any others yet though. A really sloppy poison pond that might as well have been a death though. Okay. And most sadly, I do not know jump rolls, so I had to do this whole stage. Yeah, so far it's pretty good. I think it's got a lot more to do with the fact that I haven't played this category that much, which is surprising because this actually is quite possibly my favorite category in all Donkey speedruns. I just don't get around to it very often because I spend so much time on Donkey 2 and on Hundo categories. But I like this category a lot more than 101. It's just 101 is kind of lame because the bonuses don't mean anything in this game. Not like in 102 or 103 where you need them to actually complete the game truly. But anyways, is what it is. This category just feels really fast and really clean, really fun. I don't want that tire. Sorry if I'm not reading anything right now. Any percent all stages, Donkey 1. Although I PB'd in any percent last night too. I got a 1014. My first time playing on console. Or not, yeah, first time trying an any percent on console, but on my own Super Nintendo that I just got last week. Shoutouts to my wife letting me buy that on our date. And then I just got the DKC cart in the mail yesterday, and for a second I was scared it wouldn't work, but it just needed some good cleaning, which was nice. But it ended up being 1.0, and because the person I bought it from wasn't sure, so I just kind of took the gamble. It was 1.0, and got that PB yesterday, and hopefully we can get 2 more PBs today. But that's awesome, Alec. I did see your message just now. I'm very excited for you. I actually have never played True Ending. I wouldn't even know how to do the, what's it called? The, Creme Coin cheat. Okay. Okay, shoot. That stinks. Awesome, Lolpaco. I guess I'm not new anymore. I can't even pretend to be new. I've been doing this for a year and a half. This game, I'm not as much as 2. 2 is definitely one I've spent a lot more time on. I'm just not used to having Rambi there. Honestly, I lose him most of the time in this. But what I'd recommend you do is, I'm assuming you're picking up this game, but the way I would say to do it, I think I'm picnicking. The way I would recommend learning is by just going world by world. Like, set up some splits, get an emulator, and then just go world by world. Get World 1 down so where you can do it consistently. Once you can do it consistently, I mean, maybe you die here or there, but move on and then practice World 2 so you can do it consistently. Once you can do that, do World 3, etc. until you can basically go through each world without dying and then put it all together. Other people like Puexel, when he learned Donkey 2, what he did is he learned World 1, and then he got that down, and then he did World 2. And he got World 1 and World 2 down, and then he did Worlds 1, 2, and 3. So he was basically progressively growing the run, and he ended up getting good times right from the start. So that's another way you can do it too. Oops. This isn't a great stage. I saw Garrison do that once, so maybe it's a good idea. Right, Alec. Yeah, I know how training works. I've just never bothered to do it. I should probably get around to it here. I probably will in the next couple weeks. Since I'm going to be working on my 102 anyway, I might as well get 102 or 10. Come on, I don't need the light. What am I doing? I need to learn the faster way through that section. I should be able to do this okay, because since I've learned any percent, these stages are the same in any percent and any all. So I should know what I'm doing. I messed that up. I jumped over that B too late. Whatever. What's up, Death? Oh, okay. Yeah, that stinks, Alec. Worst death ever. So I don't know how to get through this part well. My gosh, dudes, armies, I hate you. What's up, Red? 312% race next. Yeah, I suppose you wore me down, sir. You wore me down. What can I say? Congratulations. I haven't really added many new mods since I was at like 200 followers, and you were on the short list. Wheeled it well. It's red. Huh? He was like, what? Sword? Whoa! That was almost really bad. (103, 104, 105). Oh, that would be awful. Oh my gosh. We'll fight him with Donkey. It's more fun. Yeah, this song, variants of this song show up in Donkey 2. I'd say it's probably the best song in this game. Unlimited power! Plus I need someone to be mod to represent Castlevania. And that will be you. I can finally drink my tea. Thank you, Joy, for getting it for me. That's the credits, guys. That's game. That's sub 41. Phenomenal cosmic 80-bit living space. Shoutouts to the genie. Oh, it's not game? What happened here? He's still alive? I know, you actually don't have to duck there. There we go. And sub 42. Bam! I did it! Well done, Donkey, my boy. Who would have thought that a young whippersnapper like you could have beaten that bunch of no-good gremlings? Excuse me. Dude, did he really? That's sick. Robin Williams for the win, man. Rest in peace. I tried to get my wife to agree to name my daughter after some Final Fantasy character. I even went so far as to suggest Claire before she knew that Claire was Lightning's real name. But none of it worked out. Oh, you have not even begun to see beginning of my voice acting. Alright, let's see what the result. I love being able to just slide a lever, man. Super Nintendo is sweet. They can talk like this too. They can say lots of different things all the time. You never really know what to expect. That's actually kind of one of the reasons I like Symphony of the Night, is I feel like I can mimic those voices pretty well. Samus! That's pretty good, yeah. 41, 44. Now that's finally a decent NAL PB. Sub 40 is kind of when you're good at the game, but that's without nothing I can do there is really cleaned up. There's a few I mean, I could probably get that run to sub 41, but I would need to learn some more stuff. I'd probably need to learn tire rolls to get it to sub 40.